everyone. We are Dream Team, and we are here today to demo the app that we made for our CSE 492 capstone project. So we made an app called Ingage, and you might be wondering a little bit about what that is. So Ingage is a mobile application that focuses on employee satisfaction and engagement in the workplace. So disengaged employees can potentially cause disruption or dissatisfaction and decreased office morale within a company. So we figured that by streamlining access to other employees' personal events and insights, office events and decisions, as well as human resources, would help ease the pressure of socializing and participating in the work environment. So as a result of that, employee engagement, satisfaction, and morale would increase. So to talk about a little bit about who our client is, our client would be more like any human resources department for companies of any size. It doesn't matter what size. So with our goal being to improve company satisfaction and interpersonal interaction, like I said before. So to move a little bit into the technologies that we used to build this app in order to solve this problem. We used React Native, which is a versatile multi-platform development framework that easily allows for development across Android and iOS devices. And so then we used Firebase to store all of our information in a database so that it can be accessed whenever, and users can log in and log out and come back and access their information again. And then on top of that, we used GitHub for us to collaborate together and work together on it. So moving on into our application demo. Here we have our app, and it will launch into this initial page here where you have the option to log in or sign up. So if you press the sign up button, it will take you to a page where it asks you for a company code. It should be a 6-digit value that an employer would give a new employee to sign up for an account. We have some pre-coded ones that we used for our application. So it helps keep users only within their own company. So users can only interact with other users in their company. So when a user would press that, they can sign up and create an account. And then after that, they can log in. So here we are on the login page, and users also have the option to reset their password by pressing the forgot password button. If they want, right there, that would send the user an email that allows them to reset their password. So let's go ahead and log in. So when you first log in, it'll take you to this home landing page. It says that today's date and thanks you for using Ingage. So to go into our first main feature, which is the chat page, on our chat tab, we have two other tabs, the direct messages and the chat rooms tab. Right? So what users can do is they can have direct message chats with other users, or they can join a chat room thread, depending on what they would like to do. So this is a direct message chat with a specific user, and they can send messages to that user as long as that user is within the company, and then they can also receive messages from that user. So now to show you a little bit about how to create a chat room and interact in a chat room. So for the chat room, you would just press the plus button next to that search bar right there to create a chat room. And you can name it anything you want. It should probably be something descriptive so that people know if they want to join in on that chat, or talk about just something descriptive. So then they can click on the chat room once it's created, and they can interact in there. So any user within that company can interact in these chats and read what the messages are, but the intention is for you to only interact in chats that you would have something to do with. Like if there was a chat named Team 3 and you're on Team 3, you could talk to your team members in that chat. And then also on both of those pages, there are search bars that allow you to filter the chat rooms or the direct message chats. So there's that. And now I'm going to pass it off to Trinity to talk a little bit more about our next features, polls.
Hi, so I'm here to talk about our polls page. The polls page works similarly to the chat function. So you're going to press the little plus right at the top and then insert the title, your questions that you want people to answer in the polls, and then any comments that you have about this specific poll. And then I'll wait a second for Zach to catch up on typing. And so every time you want to add an option, you're going to click the Add Option button, and then that's going to add more options for the poll to have. And once you're done creating different options and you feel that your poll is the best that you can make it, you're then going to press the Create Poll button, and it will take you back to the main polls page, and you will see that your poll is right there. Now, users can also click on each poll as they go and choose their option as you would in a poll, and then view the results. Perfect. And we have a vote for pizza. Now, as polls are added, it will go down the page, and then you can scroll if it does get a little longer. We can move on to the calendar page now. Okay, the calendar page shows the events for each day, and you can actually scroll from the top of the weekly calendar and pull down on it. And it will show the entire monthly view. And to get out of this, oh boy, we're scrolling. And to get out of this, you would just select any day and it will automatically go back up. To create a new event in the calendar, you're going to press the plus like you did in polls, insert your event name, and then a description of what this event is, and then you're going to choose the date that this is. And then you're going to save these changes, and then they're just there. And from there on, I'm going to pass it to Chris to continue on with our presentation.
Hello, so I'll be talking about some of our other features, starting with the notice board. It's a company-wide feature. Each company will be able to publish notices, which can be just about anything, for all employees associated with that company to see. It's limited, but it's a great way of disseminating information among employees without reminders and emails. But we also have features for a to-do list for keeping track of things on the employee level. Adding notices is as simple as filling out the form, typing just a title and a body, and it should be able to be seen by all employees, but no employees outside of the company, so it's secure. And for the to-do list, adding items is simple as filling tasks out on the bottom, and once you're done with that, anything that is completed can be marked as such. This is on an employee level. So we have two ways of keeping track of information throughout the company for each employee individually and the company as a whole, just to make things a little bit easier day to day. And I will now pass it over to Michael to talk about how we can use some of our other features.
So we'll go into employee feedback first. And the employee feedback tab is simple enough. The idea is to give HR or supervisors or anyone who might need to know information a better HR And this feedback is saved to a Firestore collection. And there you go. You submit feedback. And none of it's traced back to a user. It's all completely anonymous. And next would be the pulse checks. So
yes, so my name is Zach Lynch, and I'm the presenter here. You can't see me, but this is the pulse checks page. You found under the More tab. You go over the third button down is pulse checks. Here you can fill out a questionnaire that's meant to be a casual questionnaire. The questions are kind of preset, and you kind of you can slide this little knob over, and you can get a value 1 to 10 on how you're feeling. So for the first question here, like I'm happy at work, you could say 7, or and then you keep going down. I know what good performance means. These are kind of personal questions that, you know, these are personal questions that aren't really, you don't really talk about face to face, and you can do this kind of anonymously. And this is sent to HR or higher levels. This is unable to be seen by any normal employee. So you click here, and it's submitted to a Firebase database, and it's all stored there. And to continue on, one button down, here's the chain of command, and this is just a little simple list that just shows you if you ever have a question about who your superiors or your inferiors are, you can just go and click here. Roderick Brown, Mia Wright is a superior. Antonia Brown has a superior and an inferior, and it just kind of gets, it allows you to kind of know where you are in the workplace and who you should go to if you have any questions. And I'm going to pass it on to, actually, I'm actually going to wrap it up. Sorry. Actually, I know I'm actually going to go over the user information. I apologize. So here you can update your current user information. You can update your profile picture by clicking on this little plus button, and you can go over and click a new picture, and it automatically updates for you here. And then you go to update information, and if you want to change anything, change password, change your email, date of birth, you have the ability to do that, and it's updated. So I'm going to change my name to Zach Smith and save it here, and now it is updated. And to conclude, we made this app. We made this app because we saw that not a lot of companies have a strong connection between the manager and the employee. There's not that intimate relationship between employees amongst themselves, and people kind of clock in and they go, and they clock out and they go home. This allows you to interact with the workplace, interact with superiors, and interact with your fellow employees, and it brings it all together and allows for a better and smoother company. And we would definitely recommend this app to be used by some smaller scale companies that really look forward to building a strong relationship between employees and managers.